A public comment on items not on the agenda. It is the Council's policy to refer matters raised in this forum to staff for investigation and/or action where appropriate. The Brown Act prohibits the Council from discussing or acting upon any matter not agendized pursuant to state law. Would anyone like to address the Council on public comment? Please state your name and your street name.
My name's John Barrelier, North San Anselmo, San Bruno. In baseball, if a runner gets picked off first base, especially when he's been told the pitcher has a good move, he's considered somewhat less than before it happened. Hero to GOAT in one inning. I have a picture at home taken of a big earthquake in San Francisco. The sign in the window says, it's in the marina, "Thank you, PG&E." A sharp contradiction to feelings expressed here recently. Hero then to less than that now. All it took was a lapse and lives were lost. I read in the paper that the response time to the San Bruno explosion from Skyline Fire Station was 30 seconds. Wonderful. But it would have been about 4 minutes from down the hill at YouTube, where the firemen work out. The San Francisco police chief has said, and it's obvious, in a fire, seconds count. Sunday, 3 firemen spent 40 minutes grocery shopping at Lucky's in Town Center, when online shopping and delivery to the firehouse would be available. I don't know if it's just a tradition that has seen its day or taking advantage of a system that allows it to continue at the cost of a serious lapse in response time and an unnecessary cost and possible loss of lives. By the way, safe and sane fireworks need to be looked at with new eyes too. We are looking to the fire department for leadership. There should be no status quo because things are different now. People have died. To the fire department, don't get picked off first base and lose your heroic reputation.
All right, thank you. Next speaker, please. Please state your name and your street name.
My name is Jerry Hiller, and I live at 1140 Vermont Way in the glorious city of San Bruno. I would like to present to the City Council this photo album that I took on the night of 9/9/10. I say in my book, I took these pictures standing in front of our house on Vermont Way. We were 8 houses away from the blast. God bless all the firemen for their brave efforts to save lives and property. My son-in-law, Battalion Chief Ron Levezzo, was the first one on the scene and took charge of this horrible scene. God bless them all, and God bless America.
Jerry, thank you very much. So you give to the city clerk, and this will be available probably, Carol, in the library or wherever you think is going to be the most accessible for people to look at. Thank you very much, Jerry. Next speaker, please.
Robert Rico, 7th Avenue. I just would like to read into the records the thanks from those of us Bel Air residents along 7th Avenue for City Manager Jackson's participation back on Wednesday, November 3rd, when she met with State Assembly Member Jerry Hill, his District Director Mark Hirschman, Congresswoman Jackie Spears, District Director Brian Perkins, along with PG&E, Mr. Francisco Salgueri, I think it is, Ashley Simpson, and the local PG&E supervisor, whose name I forgot, on site of the 20-inch, 275 PSI line 101 that runs just feet east of the 7th Avenue property lines and behind the Bel Air Elementary School. I believe the 2 Congress members and Connie Jackson asked many very specific questions about the safety of this line, as well as line 101, or 109 and 132, and I also believe PG&E will be providing additional answers to the City of San Bruno, and hopefully will be increasing their methods of inspection of line 101. San Bruno residents should feel better knowing that City Manager Jackson and the city is continuing to push PG&E to provide the safest delivery of gas to and through San Bruno. Thank you, Connie.
Thank you, Mr. Regal.
Good evening, Council. My name is Aysen Alotat, Pine Street. A couple of items. I have noticed that there has been construction around the Mastic area and as well as behind 7-Eleven. I'm not sure if it is road-related lines or if it's having to do with fire extinguishers or fire hydrants, but I wanted to bring to your attention that some roads that would need some fixing in San Bruno would be right along the BART area, along San Anselmo. I think it turns into San Antonio, and the San Bruno, South San Francisco borderline around the Dollar area. This is on the outskirts of San Bruno by the industrial South San Francisco area. By far, if you check out those areas, those roads are the worst that I've seen in all of San Bruno. So if traffic committee can consider those areas for approval. And also I wanted to bring to your attention some policies at the library that have to do with internet usage. We are allotted 1 hour, but that 1 hour is used up if you use any other library in the San Mateo Peninsula County. So if you use, say, 1 hour and 15 minutes at South San Francisco Library or Brisbane or Belmont, you cannot complete your 2 hours at another library. Now, this hinders a student's ability to achieve success if they have no internet access, and maybe to some of your surprise, there are so many people who still do not have internet access, who still have no email address or Facebook, and it would be beneficial, I think, if San Bruno was at the forefront in allowing the time limit to be unhindered by the other usage of internet hours and allotment at other libraries. So if you were to say, for example, need to use the library for a 8-hour last-minute assignment, you'd be able to go to Burlingame, Millbrae, and San Bruno and complete within 6 hours your assignment. So that is what I'm hoping that the library would take into consideration when they are forming their policies. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, anyone else like to speak to the council? Okay.